welcome back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Jennie Restrepo in studio coming up in just a minute. And we always got our feel-good story coming up here in the fourth quarter. But we always like to feature our real estate listings, help our sellers maximize the exposure and the profit, and sell faster for more money. 2156 Masters Court in Dunedin, Florida. This is a beautiful condo opportunity. You've got a community pool that's right across the street, literally 50 yards or so across the parking lot. That is 2156 Masters Court, Dunedin. 2020 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath. You got a condo with 2 owner suites. Masters Court in Dunedin. This is a golf cart friendly community as well, and you are on the St. Andrews Links Golf Club. So highly sought after community. 2156 Masters Court, Dunedin, Florida. One of our hot real estate listings from the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. And we also have 1641 Altair Trail in Clearwater. This is a completely renovated, almost brand new property here at 1641 Altair. 2555 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, completely updated, new quartz countertops, open floor plan, and you've got a screened lanai with a built-in hot tub. Great opportunity to own real estate, short-term rental opportunity as well. I believe you can do Airbnb, VRBO, and all that good stuff over at Altair Trail, Clearwater, Florida. You can see all of our listings, platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Sun is shining, the weather is sweet. Tell me something good.
All right, so this is our feel-good story of the day. I actually saw this video one day on television as I was kind of clicking through, I guess. But a family in South Carolina has raised over $263,000 for a 72-year-old delivery driver who fell on their front porch while delivering food. Barbara, who is 72, she's a pizza delivery driver in Monarch's Corner, South Carolina, and she fell on the family's home. And there's a quote here by Lacey Creighton saying, our delivery driver fell on the front porch and my heart just hurts for her. She was clearly having a hard time. She was so worried about the food, but all we cared was that she was okay. So of course, what do? They take the doorbell camera footage, post it on TikTok, and then of course created an online fundraiser to help bless Barbara with some extra cash. She shared the fundraiser on social media and it took off, raising over $263,000 for the delivery driver. And an update on Creighton and Barbara put in 2 weeks notice, and she said she's officially retiring, and her last day was February 16th. So they're all very thrilled about that, and they are excited for her. She plans to take a cruise and travel to Europe during her retirement. There you have it, our feel-good story of the day. We always like those, and we've got Jennie Restrepo in studio. Welcome in, Jennie.
Hi, Brandon. Good to see you, too.
Excellent. Yep. Speaking of cruises, by the way, we're setting up, we haven't really done a formal announcement, but we're setting up a Consumer Quarterback Show cruise celebrating our 10-year anniversary for the Consumer Quarterback Show. It's going to be in late July, I believe.
Okay, I expect my invitation in my inbox very soon. That sounds like a great time.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. We're excited about that. So what's new on the title front?
Well, I came today with an update on our title fraudster story that I shared last time that I was on the show.
Yeah.
And just to catch anybody up who wasn't listening to that show, our title company, so Insured Title Agency, also owns Synergy Title Partners. Back in 2018, we busted a title fraudster attempting to sell fraudulently obtained properties to one of our investor clients. Reported him to the police. He did not successfully sell any of these properties to any of our clients, but then nothing really happened until about a month and a half ago when he was finally arrested and charged with a crime.
Wow.
So we're waiting for that to play out now, but digging back into that story, because again, that was 5 years ago, it's even deeper than we thought.
Really?
So one of the properties that was stolen was on title of father and son, and it was the father who passed away, so a senior and a junior. And this criminal thought, he saw the obituary, someone passed away, same name, went ahead and just stole the deed. The man still lives in the house, and that was one of the properties he was trying to sell through our title company that we luckily stopped in its tracks, notified the homeowner, and then come to find out the gentleman still lives in the house. Luckily, he got it back. But the crime was not just to steal the house and record a fraudulent deed. This criminal also recorded an assignment of mortgage to a company that's a fake, like, shell company that he owns.
Wow.
So in this case, he was trying to double dip because what would have happened is he would have gotten the proceeds from the sale of the property. Then he would have represented himself as the bank and the lien holder, sent a payoff amount to the title company, and received that money into his other shell company as well at the same time.
Wow. Man, these guys, they go to such lengths to defraud people.
Yes.
And it's just, man, at some point, you're going to get caught. It continues to pile up. I mean, it's a situation where, if they would put that much effort into something positive,
Correct.
They would probably be somewhat successful.
You would think so. I mean, a lot of these criminals definitely, if they used this ingenuity for positive instead of negative. Yeah. In this case, what could have happened, let's say that an unsuspecting buyer did purchase that property. Then either they go to the property and find that the gentleman that owns it still lives there, or let's just say that everybody was deceased. Well, the actual mortgage on the property was never paid off or satisfied because what it looked like is that the loan was assigned to a different servicer. So then unsuspecting buyer moves into the property and gets foreclosed on by rightful mortgage company that's no longer getting paid because the person passed away and it was never satisfied. And in that case, that unsuspecting buyer may have a title claim, but honestly, what does that mean? Going to court, proving things, having to go through an insurance process, all of these different things. So it's not an easy thing to unwind. So I want to tell the consumers, here's what you do to protect yourself. In the Tampa Bay area, Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, and Pasco County all participate in Property Fraud Alert. So Property Fraud Alert. It's a free service offered to you by your county, and you can register yourself. It's your name, and then if your name appears in any court filing in the county where your property exists, you will get an email notification. And you will get a copy to the image of the document that was recorded. So that's the best way to protect yourself is that early notification. Because typically title crime doesn't happen overnight. It's not like I can steal your house and sell it to someone else tomorrow.
Right.
So it does take a little bit of time, and that window of time is your opportunity to unwind this before it goes any further.
Wow, that's one of the best tips we've had on the Consumer Quarterback Show in a while now. So Jennie, you're saying Hillsborough, was it Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco?
For sure.
They have a fraud alert system, so it's kind of like setting up a Google alert. A lot of people don't know you can do that. You can set up a Google alert for your name or company name or whatever it might be. So you can do the same thing. Can you repeat that? How do you do that? What website? How do you go about that?
So I would say whatever county your property is located in, just Google, so Hillsborough County Property Fraud Alert.
Okay.
That will take you to the county-sponsored page.
Got it.
Where you can register your name. Now, if you have a more common name, like Joe Smith, you might get a lot of false alarms.
Right.
But it's worth clicking on it. It's just one click to make sure either it's not you or it's not an issue. But that early detection is the best way to protect yourself, because then you can reach out to Insured Title. We can point you in the right direction to a real estate attorney, or there may be a partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, an attorney that will help you get your ownership rights restored before it can be sold to someone else, before it can be mortgaged or a fake assignment recorded. That's
really important. I wanted to get this in before the end of the show. I'm going to play a clip here about this revival that's going on in Kentucky. Really cool, especially with Salem Media being a very faith-based station. I'm going to play this clip.
Here to tell us more about what's happening at Asbury Christian University is Daily Wire culture reporter Megan Basham. So, Megan, to start, can you give us a quick description of what's being called the Asbury Revival, how it began, and exactly how much attention it's now getting?
Yeah, so Asbury is a small Christian college in Wilmore, Kentucky, and it has fewer than 2,000 students total. So on Wednesday, February 8th, the school held one of its usual midweek chapel services. And they have these services 3 times a week, and the event is going to sound pretty familiar to anyone who attends church. It began with singing some acoustic praise songs. A faculty member delivered a short sermon. That was followed by prayer. But as the service ended, a couple dozen students stayed and continued praying and singing. And then as the hours went by, more joined them. And some started posting videos to social media where they went viral. Right now, the hashtag Asbury Revival has 34 million views on TikTok.
So it's got 34 million views on TikTok, and it's gone viral. So pretty cool. I just wanted to squeeze that in for the end of the show. So another great show. Thank you so much, Jennie Restrepo, Linda Ward, Jarek Robbins as well. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another and be a force for good in the community. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.